Hello world, welcome back. We're going to continue where we left off. This is Jason, as usual, playing Pillars of Eternity.
Certainly.
I think this is probably episode 8, maybe 9. I have to double check that. It's been a few days since I've played. I've been playing Neverwinter. It just came out for the Xbox One, and streaming that live to Twitch, which has been a lot of fun.
Oh?
That there.
How may I help?
And we want that there.
I shall deal with this one. I shall deal with this one.
Ooh. Holy crap, these are much harder. Let's try this again. You have to go with that a little bit safer.
Indeed.
I already hit this one partially. Just take both of them again.
How may I help?
Shoot him twice.
Let's highlight! I shall deal with this one. I shall deal. How may I help? Oh?
Richard unravels the vitalists, gaining endurance in the process. Let's do this.
Deal with this one. How may I help? Arthek vs. Sunroth. Arthek vs. Sunroth. Let's highlight!
Good. Barely.
Don't succumb!
Oh! Aloth killed Aloth. Okay. I don't know how that happened. He's maimed.
I shall.
To his grace. I write to implore. The rest of this letter is crossed out in several places and then abandoned altogether.
Aye?
Wizard's double.
Indeed.
I think I've caught back up to where I was. Mentally, anyways. So far, I have to say.
Gotta try something else! Aye? Yes?
Okay.
Yes?
I do feel behind here. Most RPGs, it may be that I've come in here too early, but the monsters in here I feel like they're a lot more powerful. And maybe it's the game's designed that way.
Indeed.
I have to rest. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the last things I did before I ended the last game. But oh, stop that. What is it? Backspace. Okay. Great Western Stag. One day, Aethys was sitting on a wall watching a cat play in the sun. A crystal hung in a nearby tree had fragmented a sunbeam and scattered small motes of light on the ground. They danced around the cat, sliding over him as he frantically batted at them. He spun in place, following one as it rushed past him and leaped on it, trying to pin it down. Aethys smiled and amused at the animal's tenacity. The cat landed on a spot, placing his paws over it, only to watch it flit away again. Aethys watched the cat's tail twitch and slap at the ground, annoyed that his prey could not be pinned down. "Why must you tease him?" a voice said from behind him, accompanied by the crunch of sandals on gravel. "I merely bring the dawn," Aethys responded. "I don't stroke the hunter's heart. That's your responsibility, isn't it?" "True," said the second voice, "but neither do you quell it. If the hunter could not see his prey, would he still hunt?" So, philosophically, Hylaea, Aethys said, and turned to greet the two gods that approached him. "Have you come to debate the parallel between sight and desire?" He gestured to the wall, inviting Hylaea and Galawain to join him. They sat in silence, watching the cat, who continued to hunt the sun, fruitlessly swatting at another mote and then rolling onto his back. "I have created the ultimate prey," Aethys said, finally breaking the silence. "It can be tracked, it can be followed, it can be seen, but it can never be caught." Galawain laughed lightly. "You don't agree, Galawain?" Aethys asked. "While it's true that your creation is elusive, it hardly could be considered the ultimate prey, but because it can never be caught." He paused, his brow furrowed in thought. If that mode of light had substance, the hunter could subdue it. Otherwise, it's merely a dream. Truly a fruitless endeavor. Wow, there's a lot to read. And I don't think I'm going to do all of this. I'll finish this one. "All creatures spend their lives chasing fruitless endeavors," said Hylaea. "It is the way of mortality," Galawain laughed again. "I could create a creature, a living creature of flesh and blood, that could never be caught. I make your dream a reality." Okay, now see. Now it was Aethys' turn to laugh. Aethys. "You propose turning a fruitless dream into a fruitless reality? How is that any better? A life spent in pursuit of attaining a goal that far exceeds any other." An attainable goal far exceeds any other. "But you just said no one could catch this creature. That's not attainable." Galawain smiled. "Humanity has surprised us before. Indeed, it could surprise us again. I will create a great white stag, and I will set it free in the world. It will have grace, resilience, and tenacity. It will exist solely to be pursued for all its days, and it will never be caught. It will serve to inspire the hunt for generations to come. All those who wish for glory will invoke my name. All those who hear its story will ask for my blessing in finding it." Hylaea shook her head and threw Galawain a bemused look. "I do not believe this is possible, so I too make an offer. To the person who catches the stag, they will catch the stag. I will bestow upon them its grace, resilience, and tenacity. Thrice blessed they will be. They will ask for my blessing on the hunt so they can attain my boon." Galawain and Hylaea looked up It took up arguing whose name would be invoked more when the hunt was on. Iantha sighed, a small smile playing the edges of his mouth. He stood and looked to the sky. The sun had already started to hide itself behind the mountains. The cat, long tired of stalking the moats, had fallen asleep beneath the tree. He turned and looked at the other gods, deep in debate, and sighed again. I merely bring the dawn, he repeated, as he made his way down the path. It is up to you to see what I reveal. Nice. I'll read that later. Oh, I forgot to. Nope.
How may I help? Arthek were Sunroth. Gotta try something else. I shall.
Why do I need to try something else? That worked fine. And let's save. We went through a few fights. Time to save. Three bells hang from the stone protrusion runs along this wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal. There is one large bell at the center, flanked by two smaller ones. The bells appear to be fully intact. They are made of thick iron and look very heavy. There doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. So I will come back to the bells. Did that book have anything about bells? No. Darwood, I don't need that. No. Dunrid Row. No. And monsters. No. Mystery.
Oh, that taxed my limit.
He's hurt, but he gets that fight. Which is probably what's about to happen.
Yes?
Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. know I'm not running an optimal party with 2 casters. Jesus Christ.
I shall. I shall be discreet. I shall. I?
Awesome.
Oh?
Is my inventory not working? Looks like the hats are strictly vanity items, at least currently. I got anything in my stash worth utilizing? Potion of minor endurance, potion of minor regeneration.
I shall.
What's going on? Keeping my battery die or something? No. Just some sort of error, huh?
Yes? I? Love. Oh? Yes? Yes?
Jesus Christ. Not even playing hard.
Yes? Yes, certainly. I? How may I help? How may I help? Hmm? How may I help? Oh? How may I help? Yes?
Wow. Yeah, it just blew through all my damn space.
I shall.
This fills the air, coalescing steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into the outline of what appears to be a dwarf, a shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. Stronger than sight is the sense within you of a powerful energy. It roils and seethes with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, tainting them until the sorrow is your own. Like a crashing wave, the energy surges toward and into you, and suddenly you are elsewhere. Before you is a brightly lit stone corridor, lined with torches and gleaming with crystals. You're running, your footsteps echoing off the stone around you. You forget to tie your sandals, and they're slipping from your feet, fouling your steps. You're late again. The right's going to begin without you. You hear the tolling of a bell, and your spirits lift as you recognize the familiar warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky, and the last to fade into the dawn light, or fade in the dawn light. You pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes and not the last. The light fades, as does the memory. When your eyes clear, the spirit is gone. Okay. Tolling of a bell. Alright. So we already kind of know that we're going to have to use that bell to get to the next section of the dungeon, or these ruins, rather. We've got 2 camps left. How many spells do we got? Not much.
I? Of course.
No, can't go that way. I suspect there's a fight in that room. And on that note, we're going to call this episode. See you in the next one.